Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are on the way to our garden plot to finish planting out the rest of the garden. So come along and see what we're direct sowing and how our seedlings are looking as we put them in the ground. Here we go. First on the docket is radishes. If you've never grown these before, they are super fast, super easy, also child friendly. So if you want to grow these with your family, by all means, go for it. They're pretty easy to get started. Just start with a pinch and then sprinkle them across the ground and then cover them up with the correct depth. And in 37 to 40 days, you will have pickable radishes. Next up is my all-time garden favorite. We try to grow 2 crops of these, so in the late spring and also in the fall. Sugar snap peas. These are super kid-friendly, so if you want to ease them into gardening, pick up a pack of sugar snap peas. Here we are spacing them about 2 finger widths apart, and then keep going down your full row and then just cover them up. Usually these are about 1 inch to 1.5 inches deep. You will eventually have to trellis these, so look at the video linked above on a simple trellis system for your sugar snap peas. Next up we have our lettuces. So this is our clumping or romaine lettuces. These are pretty easy to grow as well. We also do our black-seeded Simpson as well. So you can just take a pinch here, sprinkle them in, and then lightly cover them up, and then water them in just a little bit. For the first time ever, I am growing spinach this year. So if you have any tips or tricks on what we need to do for spinach, I'm treating it just like lettuce. So hopefully it is the same. If it isn't, please leave a comment below and let me know what I need to do differently. Next up, fan favorite and family favorite, kohlrabi. Treat it like any other brassica. Follow your seed packet directions. This will grow and germinate quickly. In as little as 37 days, you will have harvestable kohlrabi for you and your family. So next up we have our actual planted from seed brassicas. This is going to be our little kale plot. One thing we're going to do with these is we're actually going to fertilize underneath the root ball. So we're going to use kelp meal, rock phosphate, and then crab and lobster shell. So it's going to be a little scoopful, one of each of these in the hole. Then we mix it up in the bottom. Take our plant, put it on top, backfill it, and there's our kale. Moving on to the rest of our brassicas, we are going to do our normal holes, spaced out about 2 to 2.5 feet, fertilizing them the exact same way. So 1 scoop of crab and lobster shell, 1 scoop of rock phosphate, and then 1 scoop of kelp meal. New this year, we are growing 2 different styles of carrots. So this is a Purple Star hybrid, and then our Baltimore hybrid, which is returning from last year. If you watched my carrot planting video from last year, we are following this step by step the exact same way. If you haven't watched that one, it is linked above. Here's a close-up of what carrot seeds actually look like. I believe these are the Purple Star hybrid ones. So these will actually have purple flesh instead of your typical orange flesh. Start with a pinch, put them in generously, water the soil first, and then gently surface sow them. Next, what we're going to do, we are going to lay a board over the top. These need to stay moist until they germinate. As soon as they germinate, take the board or cardboard off and then keep them watered as much as possible. If you struggle growing carrots, if you do this method, you will have a bountiful harvest of carrots come late summer, early fall. So continuing on, you saw me harden these off in a previous video. These are our eggplant. We're going to use our rock phosphate, our crab and lobster shell, and our kelp meal. So a pinch of each, just like we've been doing with our brassicas. Mix it up and then put your plants in. Next up here we have our two different varieties of corn. We're doing an ornamental corn and a different style of popcorn. If you're unfamiliar with corn growing, it needs to be in a block type schedule or block type pattern so it actually can wind pollinate. If you do just straight rows, you're going to have very sparse pollination and very terrible germination and actually bad corn cobs. So we're going to put this as a natural shade for our pepper plants that are going to go in here. So we are digging a trench and we are spacing these about every 1 to 2 inches. We'll come back through and see which ones actually germinate and don't germinate, and you can actually replant to fill in the gaps. Next up we have our pole beans. Pole beans are pretty easy to grow, just need a warm soil temperature. So we're going to space these about 1 inch or 2 apart. We have about an 18-foot row. Eventually we will trellis these. Need to plant them at least 1 inch to 2 inches deep. Next up is our two different kinds of squash. So we have our winter squash. Winter sometimes gets confused that you would grow it in the winter, but actually you start it in the late spring, early summer, and it grows all the way until you harvest it in early winter. So these are our butternut squashes. So 3 seeds each hole, about 1 inch to 2 inches deep. And we're going to space these about 3 to 4 feet apart because these will vine like crazy. If you want to grow them vertically, you can grow them vertically as well. Next up is our cucumbers. So we're going to do what we did last year. We're actually going to have a cattle panel frame that's going to go up and then back down. So we're going to do 6 holes. We're going to do 2 to 3 seeds in each hole. It is 1 inch to 1/2 inch. And we'll get them growing. If this does seem rushed, it is, because we've got some storms rolling in and we're trying to get everything planted as quick as possible. I wasn't lying when I said we got storms coming in. The garden needs a good drink of water and we timed it perfectly. So there you have it. That is everything that we are growing this season. The only thing that's missing is our different varieties of peppers. We're still waiting for the nighttime temperatures to get a little bit warmer. We also started those seeds a week or 2 later than we normally do, so they're not as grown up as we'd like them to actually get them in the ground. So I hope you all enjoyed seeing what we are growing this year in our garden plot. I also have kind of smaller variations in my raised garden bed at home. Look for our first official garden tour to come out. We have stuff that's actually sprouted from when we direct sowed a couple weeks ago. So if you enjoyed this video, take those growing green thumbs, smash the like button for me. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing. Just helps my channel grow and trying to get this information out to as many of you beginning gardeners or experienced gardeners as possible. And as always, I will see you guys next time.